Hello, everyone. I'm Opie Clint. Welcome to Inner Peace Time. As always, it's great to be here online with all of you, whether you're watching from Zoom, YouTube, or Facebook. So, hello, Dr. K, Dr. Kent. Hello, Kaleem. Hi, Kaisi. Hello, Dear. Hi, Wendy and John. Hi, Nui. And hello, everyone at our Texas and Kansas centers. Welcome to our class, as well as those watching on YouTube and Facebook. As always, feel free to type in the chat into the comments. Hi, Lisa, saying hello from YouTube. Hi, Julie, saying hi from Facebook. Of course, I am streaming to several pages on Facebook, so if you don't see my face on the icon, then it's not my page, but I'll always go back and reply. But so feel free to write anything if you like. As always, it's great to be here with you all, get to practice meditation together. As for some of you who might be brand new, meditation is actually very, very simple. There are only two steps: relaxation and awareness. And as we practice, allow yourself to adjust. Some people misunderstand, thinking that you're not allowed to move when you meditate. Actually, it's okay to move. Meditators tend to sit still, but not because they're trying to sit still. It's because they're comfortable, so you naturally stay still. That's the same as what we have to do. Relax your body, relax your mind. When your body's at ease, you don't have to move. You already feel comfortable. But if you have any discomfort, feel free to adjust. It's always okay to move. As hi Hakuso, saying hello from YouTube. And as we practice together, remember that. Take your time. Don't force, don't push. The thing is, as you become a regular meditator, sometimes we unintentionally start to push and try to force and try to attain those benefits quicker. But the quickest way to do it is to stop trying so hard. Allow it to happen naturally. Okay? So, as we practice together, take your time. Hello, Pat. Thanks for joining in. And is everyone ready for some meditation? So, as we practice together, again, remember, sit comfortably. It doesn't matter. You don't have to look perfect. Be comfortable. Okay? As there are many sitting positions, you can sit on the floor, sit on a chair, or even switch off as you're meditating. No problem. The important thing is be comfortable. If you're not comfortable, you're just going to endure, and that's no fun. Meditation is supposed to be like a mini vacation. It should never feel like work. All right? So as we practice together, let's enjoy our mini vacation. Okay, so let's get into our perfect position, as I like to call it, because it's perfect for you. And when you're ready, gently close your eyes, taking a deep breath. Breathe in the cool, calm, relaxing air, and breathe out all your worries, thoughts, and responsibilities. Just let it all go. Forget about it for the time that we are meditating. Just breathe in, breathe out. Let each breath of fresh air help you become more relaxed, more comfortable. Taking a few more deep breaths, as this is a natural and easy way to relax. And once you are ready, you can return to normal breathing. And before we continue, remember to let go of all your expectations. Whatever you think or know is supposed to happen, forget about it. Let yourself feel like you're in kindergarten again. No worries, no regrets, no responsibilities. Just innocent and free. Not a care in the world. We're all just relaxing with our friends. And to add to our relaxation, let us do a body scan, relaxing from the top of your head down to the tips of your toes. You don't have to rush. Take your time. Allow yourself to truly feel comfortable. So take your time allowing every part of your body to feel at ease. For some of us, we can do it quite quickly due to the practice we've done. And some of us, it takes some time. Allow yourself to take your time. We are all practicing. Whether you've been practicing the first time today or your 100th time, allow yourself to take it slow, take it easy. Our whole lives, we've been told to succeed. We need to work hard, push forward, keep doing. But when it comes to meditation, it's the opposite. We have to learn how to slow down until eventually we stop. Stop trying to do anything. Allowing our mind to truly take a break. And when our mind is taking that break, all our thoughts start to dissipate, becoming fewer and fewer. And it's not us trying to push them away or trying to force them to stop. That doesn't work. What we do is let our mind rest on one thing. Something simple, easy, comfortable. I recommend the full moon because it's bright and shining, but not blinding. It's calming and cooling. But you can use anything at all, whatever feels easy and comfortable to you. Because your meditation object or image is your personal object, your personal tool. As some of you know, my meditation object as a teenager was a '97 Lamborghini. It happened to be my favorite car at the time. I could remember all the details. It was a very detailed one object, helping my teenage mind slow down, relax. And as my mind became more calm, the object also became more general. So if your object starts to change, that's also fine. You can change it yourself, or it might change on its own. Both are acceptable. The only thing I don't recommend is if you're changing, it's changing because it just feels easier compared to changing because now it becomes a chain of thoughts. For example, this is an example of a bad way to change. Maybe you start off with a sunflower. It's bright, it's beautiful. And then suddenly a thought comes to mind. How do you get those seeds from those sunflowers? Who picks them? How do they pick them? And then you start to visualize a factory. This is not a good way to change. This is actually us thinking now. When we meditate, while the word in English means to think, to contemplate, but the act of meditating is allowing our mind to not think, to finally stop, to finally take a break. And how we do this is to let our mind stay with just one thing. So, one simple thought, more so like an image, a feeling, a sound. This way, as we stay with that one thing, everything else starts to melt away. It might not disappear completely. It'll just melt into the background. It no longer bothers you. Because our thoughts are very much like birds. And when you see birds, you don't feed the birds. Because if you feed the birds, one, they stay longer, and two, they bring their friends. Just like our thoughts. When you focus in trying to critique, analyze, or even try to solve whatever problems in your mind, it starts off as one thought, and then it turns into a chain of thoughts, and then your meditation turns into a thinking session. We're practicing how to slow down the thinking. You don't have to worry you won't get out of practice. Our mind loves to think, just like a child loves to play. But right now, we need time for rest. Just like how we go to sleep to rest our body. Meditation is a way of practicing to rest the mind. When the mind gets that rest, you're able to slow down, have less thoughts. Your mind feels much more refreshed, clean and clear, ready when you need to think again. It's like the old sayings, how they would always tell you to think clearly. When your mind is clean and clear, you're able to think clearly, easier. And how do we normally think clearly? To stop, take our time, and then begin to think. So right now is the time to stop. Allow your mind to take a break, the break you truly need, the break you truly deserve. Relax your body, relax your mind. Now let us continue in silence, letting our mind be calm, clear, and peaceful. Remember, relax. Relaxation is a very important first step. Sometimes you might get confused of what that feeling is. Sometimes it can be as simple as being able to let go of something. Just like when you have something heavy in your hands and you finally place it down. That relief, that release, that is already a feeling of relaxation. And remember that relaxation is relative. Sometimes we feel like we're not very comfortable yet. All we need to do is adjust. There was a time one of my friends, one of my monk friends, he was in an intensive meditation course and he was having trouble meditating in the AC room. Thailand is very, very hot. So his mentor gave him the advice to meditate outside. Try going outside for a little while. So he tried meditating outside in the heat. After a little while, the mentor came back and said, "Here, come back inside." The temperature inside did not change, but the feeling he had was much, much better now, allowing him to realize just needed to adjust. He was able to have that feeling of relaxation again. Kind of like if you sit by a waterfall, or maybe somewhere cool and comfortable, or warm and sunny, depending on your own preference. How you feel comfortable and relaxed. That image, that memory, can indeed help you find your relaxation again. For me, my favorite place to meditate is up high, like on the mountain, with the crisp, cool air blowing by, helping me feel fresh and relaxed. But everyone's different. Allow that feeling to come back, wherever that perfect place for you was. And if you don't currently have one, you can imagine one for now. Or simply be content with how you're feeling now. Little by little, our relaxation helps us go in deeper and deeper. Some more. Arham. Some more. Now, let us begin spreading loving kindness. Spreading loving kindness is like spreading out your heart, sending out good intentions to all beings. So let us visualize our object as we have been doing. And imagine that your object becomes crystal clear, clean, and bright. At the center of your object, there is a bright light. This light is very special. All those who touch this light are instantly happier, healthier, and more at peace. So we let this light illuminate our bodies, filling our body with light. And let this light shine out from you, filling the room. Let it spread far and wide, filling the city and the surrounding city, filling the state or province and the surrounding states or provinces, filling the country and the surrounding countries, until filling the entire world and now throughout the universe. Thinking of our loved ones, our family, our friends, our close and distant relatives, our coworkers, acquaintances, all the people you know and all the people you don't know, to all sentient beings, all the animals in this world, and even thinking to the heavens, to our friends and relatives who have passed away, wishing well for every one of them. And as we spread loving kindness, let us make this wish together. For us all to be happy, healthy, wealthy, successful, to gain wisdom, attain enlightenment, for world peace. Let us take a moment to make our own good wishes. Ve Buddha Varapata Pache Nanchayang Palang Arahanta Nanchate Jainarakam Pantami Sapaso Sapabuddha Nupavena Sapatama Nupavena Sapasangha Nupavena Satha Soti Bhavantu Te. Now, very gently and at your own pace, opening your eyes. Take your time as we slowly come back. You can take in a few deep breaths, do a little stretch if you'd like, as we slowly come back. How's everyone feeling? All right, see a few thumbs up. That's good. Okay. All right, very good. Now that we finished the meditation, notice how you feel. It's a great way to see how you're doing. Some days the meditation feels very short. You want to go more. In fact, can anyone raise your hand if you felt like that today? You wanted to go more? I had to say I did. uh, so as we practice, some days you'll feel like, oh, too short. I want more. Some days it was more than enough. It's time to stop. And it's okay. Each time we practice, you'll start to notice different things. If you've had a very busy day, very likely you either may have fallen asleep or felt, finally relaxed. Or your mind's still working and thinking about a lot of things, which is still okay. We're all on our own path. Little by little, get to your point. You will start to calm down on its own. The important thing is practice. Taking that time to practice every day. It doesn't need to be long. Quality over quantity. Because, for example, the monks and staff within our temple, we like to try and get at least 2 hours a day. It's a nice goal to have, but remember, we have time. We live in the temple, we have time to do it. But in your own daily lives, it's nice to have that final goal if you'd like, but remember still, quality over quantity. If you try to force, you'll start to endure instead of enjoy. So don't end up doing that. It's okay to take breaks. So if you have a certain amount of time, for example, a nice goal to start off with, if you're starting off, is 15 minutes a day. It doesn't have to be 15 minutes in one go. It can be 5 minutes 3 times, 3 minutes 5 times, 1 minute 15 times. It's up to you. The whole point is trying to get that practice. Try to do a little bit every day. It will definitely get easier and easier. And you'll start to see the benefits start to flow in. So now I open the floor to you guys. Oh, actually, I do have some little words of wisdom to share with you. It's a nice reminder, especially if you're brand new, and a nice review for those who have been practicing for some time. You might remember it, the 4 C's. They are to be having comfort, consciousness, being consistent, and then consider. Quite literally, comfort and conscious should sound familiar. Relaxation and awareness. Yes, the 2 steps we use for meditation. And having those 2 things consistent. This is how we practice meditation. And it's actually a great way to practice outside of meditation too. Then once we finish, we start to consider. It's really checking to see where our balance is. Sometimes it's a little off. Okay, gently bring it back. Sometimes you'll find a way that works better. Do that instead. Sometimes you'll find a way that just doesn't work for you. You can stray away from it. Always adjust to you. Everyone's very different. Allow yourself to adjust. That way, you can continue to get better and better. So, just a nice little reminder for our regulars, as well as a nice tip to help you move forward. To make sure you have these 4 C's. Be comfortable, have consciousness, doing those 2 things consistently, and then taking time to consider, to check and see what works, what doesn't work. This way, you'll find the best path for you and continue to get better and better. So now, I open the floor to you guys. Does anyone have any questions or comments? Feel free to turn on your mic if you'd like, though I already have a question from YouTube as always. Hello, Hakuso, saying, will Sumit ever join Saturday class? Actually, he might, but lately, as I mentioned before the stream, since we moved here, we've actually begun much busier than usual. so we'll be adjusting it into those 2 to see how it works. But we are going to have Lumpi Sumit get to have more sessions online. Hopefully, he'll start to lead meditation for late night too. And then another question. He says, "What is the first thing to learn from Buddhism?" If you were to learn Buddhism, one thing that you should know is really the basics of Buddhism. What is it all about? So if you want to know the very, very basic thing about Buddhism, there's just three things. One, Buddhists do their best to not do bad. All right? Don't do bad. Do good. And then purify the mind. This is the most simplest form of Buddhism, where you'll notice that many religions are very, very similar. They all have their own form of doing the same thing. One, to not do evil, not to do bad toward each other, is so we can have harmony. Doing good, to continue to add to that, so we can be living together happily. And then with Buddhism, we purify the mind. Why? Because we know that the mind loves to wander. It's the thing that truly is in control. If you can allow your mind to be clean, pure, it allows you to see things clearly and choose what's a better choice that can be beneficial to both yourself and to others, instead of simply going with the flow. Sometimes going with the flow is a good thing. Sometimes the flow is not a very good flow. And I'm sure you guys have had that experience where the flow just doesn't feel right and you don't want to go with it. So what do? And this is the kind of thing. First, we have to have our own peace. This is why we purify the mind. And as we do it, you start to gain more and more peace and happiness. And then you start to be more aware of other things. So that's just if you want to know about Buddhism in the very simplest form, this is what I recommend. Okay. Oh, so there's a we were talking about Joyce earlier. Joyce had a message for us all. She said she's going to try to make it, but there's a lot going on lately. Okay, no problem. We know life happens, but as you miss us, we miss you too, Joyce. Thanks for your message. Okay. Oh, hello, Charles. Hi, Chintana. Who else has come in? Oh, hello, Anna Maria. So, it's always great that we get to come together and meditate together. Also, for our regulars, did you guys notice if did today feel shorter, about the same, or longer than normal? Did anyone notice anything? Okay, I see. Dr. Kane doesn't say about the same. I had to read your lips. Okay, well, actually today I decided to add a little bit more time, but I gave you an extra mantra, as I felt like a little bit more made it just right for this class. So I hope you all also agree, because truthfully, I didn't want to stop yet. I was enjoying it for myself, for sure. I always enjoy getting to meditate with you all. I like to kind of joke and say that I lead many classes because I'm selfish, because I want the peace. I want that meditation peace. But then, of course, I get to share it with all of you and get to practice myself. So, oh, all right. So Hakuzu said, it was shorter, but it had longer silence. You're right. Oh yeah, okay. I felt longer because it was very difficult. Oh, okay. No problem. Each time we practice, there's always some days that feel easy, some days not so easy. And that's okay. It's good that you're aware. And then adjust as you go. Very, very good, everyone. So, as time is now coming to a close, of course, if you're on Zoom or at the centers, you can stay on and we can chat some more if you like. But for those on YouTube and Facebook, and I'll say bye-bye to you all. So I'd like to give you all a blessing before you go. May you all be blessed with happiness, good health, wealth, success in your lives. May you be surrounded by good friends who will always guide you into light, in times of darkness and in times of need. And when you close your eyes to meditate, may you attain inner peace easily and quickly in every lifetime. So thank you again, everyone. Have a wonderful day or night wherever you're watching from. And remember, a smile a day keeps the stress away. So everyone, keep smiling and let's brighten up the world together. Take care, everyone.